I'm about to become a dad. Okay. So I'm making a business so that I can become financially free before 6 months when my baby is born. So today, the business is I'm selling AI ice cream songs, theme songs to ice cream businesses. $1 million idea right here. So that is what you're going to see. I will be making these songs with AI, with Suno AI. Then I will be sending them out to the ice cream businesses, and then we'll see how they react.
Okay, so how did I make a business that generates me $4,000 per month? Or is going to generate me $4,000 per month? So, there's this website called Suno AI. I'll show you it in a sec. They generate music, superb music, in less than a second with just a simple prompt, okay? And it works so well, I thought, maybe I could sell this as a service. But who would want it? I thought, who needs a theme song? Ice cream trucks and stuff like that. So what I did was I looked up ice cream, or is in Norwegian, and I just got a whole list on Google Maps of all the ice cream vendors in Norway. I got the first one here, Joya, went into ChatGPT, and I asked it for me to make some background research on Joya. Go through their website and find out a little about Joya. What separates Joya from the rest of the ice vendors, you know? Okay, and when I got that, I went into Suno AI. I then asked ChatGPT, can you create me some cool ass lyrics for an ice cream website called Joya, and also use all the information you found out doing the research, and also make a cool style. The style I chose was Norwegian summer ideal, and I'll show you the result. It's gonna speak for itself. Bare født et tempo i slow-mo. Lukta som himmel så blå, og noe ruller stille forbi oss nå. Klassisk lyd, vi kjenner den godt, men det noe mer I denne tonen. So, we got a cool ass song. Then I went into ChatGPT and asked, let's make a cold email. And a cold email is just a mail that you send out where you haven't talked to them before, so you're kind of like, you have a cold connection, okay? That's why we call it a cold email. So I send a cold email to Joya's mail, and I say, hey, I made you a cool ass song. Would you like to take a listen? Give me some feedback, and if you want a cool music piece that will top the charts and you can use it at events or in your ice cream truck or whatever, let me know. And then I sent an email to 10 more ice cream businesses saying, hey, I just made this song for Joya, okay? And they're really digging it. If you want something similar, if you need something cool and exciting for the summer, your own song that people are going to vibe to and make a brand that's fun and lively, then let me know. So I sent 10 cold emails with my personal email. And I thought, well, if I want to make this work, I got to send a lot more emails. What did I do then? I'm just going to close these tabs because they take so much of my RAM. I went here and I saw, there's a lot more than just 10 emails I can use. What I can do is I can scrape all of them. And like, how many results? Can I see how many results we have? No. Anyway, I think I just said I gotta send more mails. So what I did was I just typed Google Maps scraper, and this is a scraper. What is a scraper? A scraper scrapes Google Maps for all of their information, so that I don't have to go into every Google Maps slide and have to find their mail. You know, that would take a lot of time if I wanted to send 500 mails. So what I do is I get this to scrape it for me. I get it to look up these terms: ice cream, ice bar, ice truck, and I want 500 leads, and only find me companies that have an email, okay? And so I did that. I ended up with 470 leads. It cost me $3, which is really cheap. And then what I did is I opened it up in Google Sheets, the CSV file, and now you can see all of our
all of our leads. We got probably got the Joya eyes somewhere in here as well. Anyway, now we got but the thing I noticed was look away from these two. These don't exist. I made them. But the thing I noticed is there's no email. Oh no, there's no email. How did I solve this? Because I need to send an email. What I did was, since I have the Google Gemini workspace feature, you can now write a function. This is what I did. I wrote equals AI, and I said look up the website and find me a mail. Bing. And then that's the command. You have to write that in the brackets, and then you have to place a semicolon as a colon. I want a semicolon, and then the area it's supposed to look up or retrieve information from, and that will be the H2 where the website is containing. So we'll write H2. Boom. Let's see what happens. Click enter. It says error. Why does it say error? What have I done wrong? Okay, AI look up the mail H2. We got some random brackets here. We got another parentheses. And we got another bracket here. So you only want brackets in the text and then a semicolon, and then now it should work. It didn't work. Let's see. What did I do wrong? Perhaps it's that double brackets. Boom, okay. Oh, it found the mail. How wonderful. And it even is asking me to do it for all of them. You know what? I could do this, but my PC might crash while I'm filming. But anyway, what you're going to do is... Okay, let's just do it for the video. Let's just see what happens. Now it's going to find the email for all of these. Oh, find one more. And as you can see, I've already done this here. Going into the websites, scraping information. Look, it's finding it. It's finding them. Awesome. Okay. And okay, and what you'll see is some of these say, cannot visit a website. I'm not allowed to. Okay, what you do then is we're going to create a filter and hope my computer doesn't die. We're gonna create a filter, and then we're gonna click the filter button, and then we're going to filter after a condition. And the condition will be does not contain the text, and the text will be this funny A. I don't remember what it's called, because that shows us all the inputs that haven't produced a mail. Okay, and here it says, oh, I can't find it. So what you're going to do is you're going to click it, and you're going to hit this try again button. And now let's see, because you can see when I did it the last time it worked. Oh, it just worked again. And you're just going to hit this button, click OK, just to continuously remove all of them. And this is just a cool way to scrape. There's probably a lot of better, or this is called enrichment actually. You're enriching your leads with more information. You could even enrich them by making a cool, like little text. Hey, I see that you do this and this kind of ice cream. Maybe we should do that. Honestly, you know what? I'll do that. I'll show you how to do that. And so now we got all of these mail. We could just hit OK, and boom. Now there's only these texts that don't have emails, and we could just continuously just running it like a couple more times. There's only 67 of 500, which means it's super efficient. Anyway, that's good enough for this time. What we can do now is hit the filter, and now instead of the text doesn't contain an email, now we will only show the ones with an email. Boom, show the ones with an email. Now we have 282 emails. I'm going to... And the last thing I want you to show you is if you want to copy this, what happens usually is that you'll get the formula, and it will run again if you copy it to another. So what you want to do is you want to hit Control Copy to copy the entire thing if you want to. and you're just going to hit this button. And then you're going to, if you want to paste it, let's say in this sheet, what you're going to do is you're going to press Control-Shift-V, because here you can see I just pressed Control-V, and then it had to look up all the emails again. But if you press Control-Shift-V, it only pastes the result, so your PC doesn't crash, okay? And you just learned how to create a lead sheet. The last page we have here is Plus Vibe. What you'll do now is, because you found out you want to get serious about reaching out to people, what you're going to do is, instead of just sending 10 emails from your personal mail, you're going to send 500. You're going to send this list we created. And so what we're going to do then is we're going to create an account at Plus Vibe. Plus Vibe is an email outreach website. I've tried different. I've been experimenting with this. I think it's going to work fine. And what they do is, instead of the whole thing about email outreach is that you want to make sure that you can deliver a lot of emails without losing inboxes, because what can happen is if you send a lot of emails, let's say from your personal email, you can get it banned or flagged. So that's why we use an email outreach system such as Plus Vibe. I'll leave a link, perhaps get an affiliate, make some money. And what I like with Plus Vibe is that they have really cheap domains and inboxes, and that's what you need. You need domains and inboxes. So you're going to head over to email accounts to warm up, bing bang boom, add a new account. You're going to click the Google Workspace, and you're just going to search for domains. Like if you have a business, you'll just call it like Ice Cream. Let's say icecream.com is my business, icecreamsongs.com is my business, but then I'll call this one Ice Cream Songs Pro. Let's see if it exists. It exists, so I'll select one of them. You can send like 50 mails per day, per domain. You'll just enter some, let's call me Oscar Ice Cream. Now it's going to make 3 inboxes for this domain. You're going to set a password, centralized master inbox. You don't have to fill this one. Domain redirection. Let's say you have a website and a person gets one of your mails, one of your cold emails. Then they can search up the mail, like Oscar Ice Cream Man at icecreamsongs.com. And there's no website. But if you redirect it to the website you want it to show, it's going to redirect to that instead. So let's just do, yeah, okay, so let's just set a random password, and we need a symbol and one number. Boom, perfect password. Nope. Let's copy this. I'm not allowed to copy this, damn it. Anyway, I'm pretty sure it's just pay, and then you pay. And then you have to wait 24 hours to get it set up. And then what you do is you go here to your prospects and list. You then you're going to import your CSV, which is all of your leads. Import CSV. I don't know if I've done it. Let's see. There should be emails here now. No, this is a lead list without the emails. So what we have to do is we have to export this first. And then we're going to put it in here, and we're going to enter all the right fields, like Henning Olsen is the company, of course, and all of that. And yeah, my computer's dying, but I have to wait 24 hours to get my inboxes set up, and then I'll continue the video. Anyway, you've learned how to set up inboxes and whatnot, and the next part will be setting up the campaign. I'll show you that in part 2, and let's see how many replies we get from different businesses, and that if they would be interested, I'll also be setting up a website with Plod, and let's see how it turns out. Awesome.